So this is an Narcine brasiliensis, an electric ray that has the capacity to generate the electrical current that it will use to stun prey and to avoid predation.
And they speak to each other too. They use
yeah, they do at different frequencies.
That's right.
And they have a large electric organ on the side, paired organ down here, which is almost as big as it looks, like a sort of kidney-shaped object right there. They're really unusual. They represent one of 14 major groups of sharks and rays. And so we're interested in obtaining the whole genome sequence of these animals and comparing them across sharks and rays so that we can see how the DNA is different among these animals. And ultimately we want to understand how the genomes code for the differences in animals. There's huge diversity of life on Earth. And all of it is coded by the genomic information. And one thing we can do is compare the genomes of these various weird animals and see the parts that are similar between these genomes already don't tell us much, but the parts that are different tell us a lot. So if you compare a human with a chimp, about 98% of the DNA is the same, and the 2% that's different is responsible for what makes us human. And so by doing these kinds of comparisons, we can try to map which parts of the DNA, which parts of the genome are responsible for the weirdnesses that we see in these different animals. And these things are super weird. Yeah. So that's what we're trying to understand. We might be able to see that some of the electric organs, which are not found in close relatives, which parts of the genome are responsible for generating them. So those are the claspers, right?
Those are the claspers, and they're pretty mature.
Yeah, here's an adult.
So they're all mating right now.
Oh, you can see the electric organ bottom right there.
Right.
See?
Yeah, it's a pattern right there.
Yeah, right there. See that? Tessellated, sort of looks like
it's got two kidneys.
concrete. Yeah, exactly, right there.
Yeah.
One there and one there.
Right. See, there are like 4 electric fishes on the planet.
That's right. Yeah.
So there's a catfish, a weird catfish. There's the electric eel, which is a big goby.
Yep.
There's the electric rays, and then we have an electric stargazer, which we also get over here rarely. But it's a teleos fish as opposed to an elasmobranch.
And it'll be interesting to see if they generate electricity using the same mechanisms. My guess is they don't. So we've got these independent lineages that seem to have come up with the generation of electricity as a tool to increase their survival, and they've probably done it through different means. And so this is really a wonderful animal to have the chance to examine and look at. And they've also got some other goofy things that I don't really understand that Jack knows about. They actually collect sand grains from the environment and stuff them into these little pores on the top of their head and sort them out. They get some and they toss them out, and they keep others of the same shape, and they turn them.
Well, it's more than the shape. They what goes into their head. Okay, if you take some sand out, you were getting it off the beach today, and that's 99% quartz sand, right? 1% is heavy minerals, which is magnetite, titanium, garnets, things of that sort. Really heavy. These guys love them. They can selectively go through all this other and pick out these individuals and work them down into their inner ears. And God knows why.
Yeah. So that's a mystery. So
there would be, but what I'm very pleased about is in all the years I've written about this many times, but I'm really glad that I got Gavin interested in that too. So
yeah, it's weird.
Stand by, we'll see what we learn.
Yeah.